Welcome to T.O.L Studios, and for lesson 3 we're going to take a look at now exploring the next section of the neck, which is going to be the pattern we're going to talk about. It's going to kind of fit in this area. So last lesson in 2 we had learned the pattern here that was using the open notes, and I kind of taught you how to do those fingers, so hopefully you got that one down. If not, you're going to need to go back and review that. And I told you to work on it going backwards. And I told you didn't have to be real fast if you're a little slower in this, but you're doing it with the right fingers. That's all that matters. As long as you got it memorized, so that way you can kind of explore a new pattern. Okay, so what we're going to do here, and I'll slow this down, but we're going to learn how to play the same notes that we're doing there. It's going to look different, but you're going to play in a different position, which we're going to end up doing different fingers. We're going to learn a little new thing right there where we kind of swing over. Same thing, you'll get that memorized, and then you'll work on taking the notes down. And again, it might look different, but the notes are going lower. You can kind of hear them stepping down again. Okay, and the only thing different on this one, we're not going to be playing any of the open notes. Okay, so like I said, if you didn't get this one, you can finish watching this, but you're going to have to go back and make sure you get that one first, because this might not make sense when you start to play here. So what we're going to do this time is we're going to start on the 3rd fret with our 2nd finger. And again, we talked the last one about this 1st finger, and this is 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. The reasoning why is I kind of show you these other notes. Sometimes we're going to have a note here at the 2nd fret, and that's why I'm getting you in position here. It's like sports, gymnastics, anything like that where you're just getting in position. And it helps you let the fingers do all the work for you, which helps you later if you're playing faster. Even if you're playing slow, it's going to give you coordination. So we're starting on this note, and again, no open notes. And we're even leaving the F out. We're starting on G, but before we were doing it with this finger, now we're going to do it with this finger. And instead of going to the open A on the 5th string, this time we are going to play the A that goes here, but we're going to go ahead and use our pinky since we're skipping over. And see, this is what's going to happen. This will play anything on this fret. This will play anything on that fret, and that fret. So we're starting with G, and this one takes students a little time because this is a weak finger. So some of my students sit on this string over and over, because I guarantee the first time you do it, it feels like your fingers out here. You might kind of do this and miss hit it. So just do it real slow, over and over and over. And again, I'm putting that finger right before the fret and trying to, as much as we can, keep that so we're playing on top of these fingertips. Okay, so you don't want to be too sloppy with your fingers nice and flat. I realize our pinky does sometimes, but you want to be up on the tip. See how that's kind of curved right in there? And even on that pinky, as much as you can, not kind of laying like this. It might lay a little flatter than these, but it's still up on my tip. And that applies to every finger. So again, we got G, now A on the 5th fret. Then we're going to go to the 5th string, but we're not going to hit it open. We're going to put B, but we're going to use our 1st finger this time. That way we can play C right next to it, but we're going to use our 2nd finger. And then instead of hitting the 4th string open, we're going to come up and hit the D with our pinky. So that gives us so far our G, then A with the pinky, your B, your C, and then D with the pinky. Then you're going to go to the next string and hit your E, because we don't need to hit the string open because we played the D there. Then F. I know that sounds weird, and I'll explain it more later, but it's the right note. And then your G is going to go here. So you have G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And then we're going to go A, with our first finger, and then B, and since we're going up to here, because A has to go up 2 steps, or up a whole step, we're going to use B with our third finger, and then C is going to go next to it, so we're going to use our pinky. Okay, so that again gives us G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Now we're on C right here, and that would be like this C. And we learned D goes here. Well, we're already on C, so we're going to still use D, but we're going to take our first finger. So what that looks like, and don't let me confuse you, I'm going to go back to the A note on the 3rd string, 2nd fret. And when you play the A with the first finger, and then we just took our 3rd finger and went to B, and then our C with our pinky, what I'm saying is now you'll take this finger, and it was here, it'll just swing up to here. So that's why you're going to, instead of going with your 2nd finger, you're going to take your first finger that was on the 2nd fret, slide it up to the 3rd fret to play D, which now means everything just shifted 1 fret this way is what I'm trying to say. So now that finger is on E, and then your F. So again, I'm going to go back a little bit. I'm going to go to this finger to the A note again on the 3rd string, 2nd fret. Then I went B. Now watch what I'm going to do with my fingers here. Then C. Then I swing over and get the D, E, F, G, A. And that's why the G's played with this finger and the A, but not here, because this is how we started. So again, when you do this, I'll slow it down, then I'll play a little quicker. But G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. Then the same thing applies. You'll want to learn this going backwards in the scale or down the scale. So you just hit the A, G, and then your F, E, D, C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C, B, G, A. So take your time on this pattern, same thing, memorize that, learn it, and just like you did with the first pattern, get that memorized at a slow speed. Once you get that, eventually going a little quicker, but that's not your goal in the beginning. You'll go up the scale using the same fingers. Same thing, you're going to memorize that, which eventually is going to help you. So have fun with that one, and keep reviewing the first one, learn that one. We'll see you in